Hey everyone, the FBI report on Harley Dilly has been released, and I just want to go over it with you. This is from the Ohio Attorney General's Office, Bureau of Criminal Investigations. It's the investigative report for missing person Harley Dilly, and activity date is January 13th, 2020. The location 507 Fulton Street, Port Clinton, Ohio. And the authorizing agent is FBI Special Agent Megan Roberts. So let's take a look at this sad stuff. It's in this report. So on January 13th, 2020, at approximately 1630 hours, Special Agent Ryan Imaheiser made contact with Special Agent Megan Roberts in regard to the Harley Dilly investigation. Special Agent Imaheiser advised that a new lead had developed and investigators made entry into a home on 507 Fulton Street, Port Clinton, Ohio. Special Agent Imaheiser stated that clothing matching the description of what Harley was wearing on the day of his disappearance was located on the second floor of the home. At approximately 1745 hours, Special Agent Megan Roberts arrived in Port Clinton, Ohio, and Special Agent Imaheiser requested that the agent stage at the police department until a search warrant could be provided for the residence. At 1830 hours, Special Agent Roberts was notified that a search warrant was completed and signed. Special Agent Roberts arrived at 507 Fulton Street, and shortly after, Special Agent Dave Hammond arrived to assist at approximately 1845 hours. The scene was photographed as found. The residence was a two-story green vinyl-sided home. The home was situated within a neighborhood with additional houses surrounding the home on the north, south, east, and west. The front entry into the home was facing Fulton Street, and an alley was located approximately 90 feet to the rear of the house east. A cement porch led to the front entrance of the home. The entrance was examined by the agent. The front door and each first floor window were examined by the agent. The windows and front door were locked and secured. The Port Clinton Police Department advised that the rear entry to the home is the door they enter the home through. The door handle and deadbolt were locked. Upon the officers' arrival, officers made contact with the homeowners of the property to make entry into the home. 2 keys were provided to the officers, and each key was used to unlock the handle and deadbolt. The door was examined by the agent, and no signs of forced entry were observed. 1 lockbox was located on the door handle. The keys were not present in the lockbox. Swabs with stain extraction buffer were utilized to collect potential touch DNA from the lockbox and exterior door handle of the rear entry door. The swabs were obtained as evidence. The remainder of the exterior was examined by the agents, and 2 crawl spaces with accesses were located. 1 small window was located on the east side of the residence. Special Agent Imaheiser advised that he had forced the crawl space access open to search and secure the home. The second crawl space access was located on the south side of the home. The metal grated screen was damaged, but the screen was unable to be removed from the window. Weeds and debris were overgrown and surrounded the window. No signs of disturbance were located by the agent. Both crawl spaces were examined by the agent, and no signs of disturbance were located within the crawl space. 1 television antenna was located on the northwest corner of the home. The antenna was photographed and documented. The interior of the home was comprised of a first and second floor. The first floor consisted of 6 rooms. Moving east to west through the home, the first floor contained a bathroom, a laundry room, a kitchen, a dining room, a living room, and a bedroom. Each room was photographed and measured. A diagram was completed by Special Agent David Hammond. Each room was searched thoroughly by the agents. The home appeared to be in the process of renovations. Multiple items were located in the house that were consistent with ongoing work throughout the home. The items included hand tools, rubber gloves, long sleeve t-shirt, white v-neck t-shirt, paint, paintbrushes, aprons, coveralls, paint trays, drywall materials, towels, and wash rags. The nitrile rubber gloves and long sleeve shirt were retained as evidence. The additional items were photographed and documented. The residence was heated by an electric fireplace and the electricity was turned off and working properly in the home. Swabs with stain extraction buffer were utilized to collect potential touch DNA from various areas within the home. And these areas included the interior rear door handle and deadbolt, one kitchen cabinet, the exterior bathroom door handle, the interior front entry door handle and deadbolt, and the exterior bedroom door handle. Each swab was packaged and retained as evidence. The kitchen was examined by investigators. Multiple water bottles were observed on the kitchen table and kitchen counter. One trash bag was located hanging on the handle of the refrigerator. The garbage was examined by the agent. Additional water bottles and empty alcoholic beverage bottles were located. One Kirkland water bottle was retained as evidence. The additional items were photographed and documented. An attic space was located above the laundry room in the kitchen. The attic was accessed by an agent using a pull-down ladder. A thin layer of dust and dirt was observed on the floor of the attic, and no disturbances in the dust were noted. 2 windows were located in the attic on the south side of the roof. The windows were examined by Special Agent Roberts. The windows were closed and secure. The living room and bedroom were searched by investigators. An alternative light source on the CSS mode was utilized to examine all sitting areas in the living room and the bedroom. 6 areas of reactions were located on the couch and love seat in the living room. These areas were identified with placards 1 through 6, photographed with an appropriate filter, and removed from the couch with a sterile razor blade. The bed, mattress, or blankets located on the bed did not produce any reaction when searched with the light source. A forensic vacuum was utilized to collect any potential trace evidence from the exterior of both couches. The filters were retained and packaged as evidence. A narrow stairway led to the second floor of the residence. Port Clinton officers advised that a piece of paneling was positioned in front of the stairway upon their arrival. The paneling was removed to gain access to the second floor. The second floor was comprised of 3 rooms, 1 spare room, 1 storage room, and 1 bedroom containing a mattress. Swabs with stain extraction buffer were utilized to collect potential touch DNA from the bedroom door handles and the stairwell railing. The swabs were packaged and retained as evidence. The room containing the mattress was located on the west side of the home. The mattress was propped up against the wall. No sheets or blankets were located on the mattress. The bedroom contained 1 dresser, 1 black garbage bag with sheets and blankets, and 1 closet. The blankets in the garbage bag were folded and neatly placed in the bag, and 1 swab with SEB was utilized to collect potential touch DNA from the closet door handle. The swab was packaged and retained as evidence. One maroon coat was located hanging on the bedroom door. Port Clinton police advised that they move the coat from its original location on the floor to verify that the coat potentially belonged to Harley Dilly. The coat was placed onto a sterile piece of paper and examined by the agent. The coat was Old Navy brand and size large, 10 to 12 boys. A rust color substance was located on the exterior and interior of the coat. 2 areas of the substance were tested for presumptive color change test for blood. The presumptive test proved negative results in both areas. The coat was photographed and collected as evidence. 1 Cleveland Browns Mayfield jersey was located on the floor near the south wall of the bedroom. The jersey was located in the original location of the maroon coat. The jersey was placed onto a sterile piece of paper and examined. No size or brand information were located on the jersey. A rust-colored substance was also observed on the jersey and again tested negative for blood. The jersey was photographed and packaged as evidence. And beneath that Cleveland Browns jersey was a black and red zip-up sweatshirt. The clothing appeared to be in a pile near the south wall. The sweatshirt was placed onto a sterile piece of paper and examined. The sweatshirt was Nike brand, size large. The sweatshirt was photographed and collected as evidence. On the floor beneath the clothing and on the wall trim where the clothing was located, a rust-colored substance consistent with brick debris was located. The substance was photographed and documented. The metal plate was located approximately 2 feet from the pile of clothing. The metal plate was consistent with a vent plate cover. A hole was located in the wall directly above the clothing, approximately 6 feet above the floor. The vent plate appeared to have been originally covering the hole. The hole in the wall was approximately 6 inches in diameter. The hole appeared to be used for heat ventilation, if a wood-burning stove would have been installed. The pipe leading from the stove would be vented out of the home and into the chimney. A second vent plate was located in the hallway of the second floor. The vent plate was approximately 5 feet away from where the clothing was located. The vent plates were packaged and retained as evidence. A corresponding vent hole was located on the wall in the storage room. Below the vent hole, eyeglasses were located on the floor. Below the vent hole, eyeglasses were located on the floor. The eyeglasses were dark in color and contained a thin layer of dust and debris. The glasses were photographed and packaged as evidence. A camera was inserted into a hole in an attempt to view the interior of the chimney. The camera did not produce a high-quality image. Investigators reached into the hole to examine the interior of the wall, and the agents located the body of Harley Dilly. The east exterior wall of the storage room and the north interior wall of the storage room were excavated by the agents. The east exterior wall was comprised of fresh paint and drywall. Upon removal of the drywall, the agents located brick and mortar. The brick and mortar appeared to be consistent with the older age of the home. Agents could not access the interior of the wall. The north interior wall of the storage room was comprised of a thin layer of plaster and brick. Upon excavation of the wall, agents located the chimney of the home. The body of Harley Dilly was located inside the chimney. The inside of the chimney measured 9 by 13. Harley Dilly was positioned with his head toward the roof of the home and his feet towards the floor of the home. Dilly appeared to be standing on the floor of the chimney with his knees slightly bent. His body was facing the storage room to the south. Both of his arms were bent at the elbows, and both elbows were up near his head. Dilly's right arm was bent with his hand near his back. His left arm was bent with his hand near his chest. He was clothed in a pair of Ace boxer briefs. A layer of dust and debris covered the entirety of Dilly's body, and Dilly was in advanced stages of decomposition. The agents did not detect any odor of decomposition while examining the residence. The victim was located during the process of checking the chimney for additional potential items of evidence. Only after the removal of the bricks from the chimney were agents able to smell odors consistent with decomposition. The body of Harley Dilly was removed from the chimney and placed in a clean body bag. The Ottawa County Coroner examined the body and ordered the body to be transported to the Lucas County Coroner's Office for further examination. The body was transported to the Coroner's Office at approximately 1:30 hours. Upon removal of the body, one pair of dark-colored sweatpants, one pair of dark-colored slip-on shoes, one blue flashlight, one white sock, and one black sock were located on the floor of the chimney. The clothing was transported to the Lucas County Coroner's Office with the body. The flashlight was packaged and retained as evidence. No other items of evidentiary value were located. Investigators cleared the scene at approximately 200 hours. Examination of the scene, including the bedroom walls and brick associated with the chimney, is consistent with the victim entering the residence from the roof opening. The position of the victim and associated articles of clothing located on the floor are consistent with the victim falling down the chimney. It is likely that the clothing was pushed out from the chimney into the bedroom living spaces through the vent openings as the victim attempted to create additional space inside the chimney to breathe. The rust-colored dust in the clothing collected was visually consistent with the color of the brick in the chimney. Examination of the home did not locate anything to indicate that Harley Dilly took up residence inside the home while investigators were searching for him. There were no signs of an improvised sleeping area, use of the bathroom facilities, the water was shut off, or food consumption, no food wrappers. All items of evidence collected from the scene were transferred to Detective Ron Timmons. The photos were uploaded into the Matrix on 1/14/2020 and will serve as the master images. A copy of the scan data was made and provided to the Port Clinton Police Department. Detective Ron Timmons is to be sent a copy of this report, and that is the end of what we have here. So yeah, that's very sad details in what happened to Harley Dilly, that he entered through the chimney, tried to create space to breathe, which pushed his clothing out, and everything is consistent with that. There's nothing to show that he took residence up in that home before, or that he entered through the chimney before. So a really, really unfortunate tragedy occurred here, and it's just so devastating. And prayers and thoughts go out to his family and friends, and rest in peace, Harley Dilly.